push the button then. Okay, wonderful and good evening. So everything up to Wallace is done. Only Founders remains, and every beginning has an end. I took a long time for this one last, if I recall correctly. So it's probably gonna take a while. We have arrived at the third world specified in Director Halo's info cache. This world is large and complex. However, I have identified the signature of the info cache we should retrieve. It is located to the southwest and is buried. In awe, words do not come. Holy ground do we tread. Praise be the founders. Threat level 11 of 11. This world has been prepared for repulsion of assault. Chance of success are negligible. Formidable defenses are present. Mission priority: withdraw and regroup. All other priorities suspended. I'm not one to be disagreeable, but friends, now is not the time to turn back. Oh no, we have a great opportunity to show the others that we stand by our peaceful intentions in spite of their misguided ways. Collect third info cache, doing minimal harm along the way. The more the others threat us, the more we continue in peace. Okay. A lot of smaller islands and peninsulas that we can technically take one after the other, with a big thing in the middle, and two of these things. These things are new. These are airsec cauldrons. And airsecs can be a problem if not prepared against. So, and it is very obvious that you're supposed to start over here. So, go ahead and do a straight line down. And then a straight line back up. Straight line not possible because there is a bit of blue-white in the way, unfortunately. And here because of the mountain. So we'll have to do a bit of twirling around. Okay, is there any energy around? No. Now, additional threat analysis. Terrain modification in process. Terrain expanding eastward via unknown mechanism. Exercise extreme caution. Airsec cauldron identified to the west. Produces enemy with extreme threat rating. Mission priority: withdraw and regroup. All other priorities suspended. The land creeps now. I see our opportunities for dialogue have increased. The others have prepared this world well. We may not leave. Rift space is inaccessible. We can think a large and rather unstable neutron reactor to the west. Now, before you think harsh thoughts, consider the lilies, how they grow. Go in peace, traveler. Consider the lilies, and think lilies will grow next to an unstable neutron reactor. So yeah. The flawed one is correct. Threat assessment updated. Unstable neutron reactor present. Access to rift space blocked. Only option is destruction of neutron reactor. Complication: neutron burst deadly to all biological forms. Hofstadter Mobius loop in operational logic. Mission priority uncertain. All other priorities suspended. All is as should. How can this be? Neutron reactor death of Danu Seloy cannot be. Praise be the founders. Danu and death should not be. Dr. Seloy, I can confirm the presence of a neutron reactor is blocking access to rift space. I can also confirm that the reactor is close to critical and any disturbance will cause it to release a neutron burst. Resulting burst will be at least one order of magnitude above the lethal dose for known biology. I recommend not disturbing the reactor. The neutron burst will lead to your death. If I may, proceed to collect the final info cache. It remains the only viable option. Info get cache good, reactor very bad. Don't have to tell me twice. Now, you may have noticed there's a massive gap, but the land creeps now. Which means that I want about a 10 down here. Or about a 20. 20 is good, okay. And then I want me some terps. And this is the main issue. That the land creeps now. Because their terraforming overrides yours. So if you put the wall too far forward, they will just crush it and creep over it. Literally. Therefore I hope that I get the terps done fast enough to get a bit of a wall going. And hope that I can put myself some weapons up. Now I have a bit of blueite around, which should help. Bit of blueite just standing around here. 1.5, I believe, yep. And the air sac starting up. For that, we're gonna need missiles. Okay, and now we hope that the terps are fast enough to get. This is about an 11, and I believe that's about as high as they go, like 13 maybe. So I hope that the air sacs are fast enough to get to a to an about 15 to keep a wall. And then I will put mortars behind that wall, because mortars can just shoot over the wall. Unlike my other guns, unfortunately. And there comes the air sac. The air sac is a problem. This is an air sac, and the air sac produces these small raindrop looking things. And then it just eats them. Something exploded over here. Tower. Okay, the anti-creep should be able to hold here mostly. And this area should not be an issue. My factory died. As long as... Get me an urn portal as well. Those should not be an issue as long as this wall stands. And this is basically just a wall. There will be nothing put on it. Now, what to do against the air sacs? Mainly just missile launchers. The missile launchers can shoot down the air sacs. They just take a while. The air sacs have a lot of health. The other thing that helps is, if you remember the rain map. There was a skimmer. That is not good. You go ahead and block that again. Anyway, yes, if you remember the rain map, which probably won't be the least people because, as always, you can shoot those things down with sniper rifles. And that is basically the plan. Get snipers up. Snipers can, thankfully, shoot basically just straight up. And keep most of the air sacs in check. I want more missile launchers. Now, the next thing I want to do is first move you back a bit, because you get hit by way too many skimmers. There comes the next air sac. Get me my towers back up. Greener up here, first totem up here. And there it shoots. I got most down, I believe. And the anti-creeper can do the rest, mostly. So, I'm gonna stock up with a few more snipers. Just to make sure that that doesn't happen again. And then I think I'm in dire need of some additional mortars. I think I'm already on the back foot too heavily. Yup, looks bad. As you can see, quite heavy bombardment here. Okay, that's gonna be a restart done. Right, let me read this. Then first, rematerialization coordinates over here. That cannot go straight up because of the blue-eyed again. Okay, you go straight down. You go to the right. This should be good. And right, there's the mountain in the way again. And I'm gonna make sure not to cover the mines this time. Because I think I have more time in the beginning than I assumed, and I should be able to build a few of the mines there. A few miners, which I'm gonna need. For the energy. I will, however, first put them on off. Right. Higher threat assessment. And I want a terminal height of 20 again. At about here. This unfortunately cuts off the totem, but can't really do anything about that. And then I want a bunch of terps. Same procedure as last time. Then I want an portal directly and a factory. I will also put you on off for now. Then set on 2. then the next step is Mistletown. And a bit more of Mistletown. And then we will follow it up with Sniper Town. Seems a bit overkill, but it will be necessary, I'm pretty sure. Maybe a bit too early. Yeah, there was a bit of an overbuild. Okay, you take up that. I want mine production, build speed, fire range, fire rate, and move speed. And then I'm gonna put those guys on to be built. And then I'm gonna start with a few missiles that will be upgraded to a fuck ton of missiles later on. And I already lost, okay. So that overbuild was a bit of a mistake. I will again start up here. Oh, you know what? Let me place my towers first. You get tossed back to here. Then place some miners. A land creeps now. About here, I guess. A bit further back than last time. So, I will put you off for now, and these three to on. How long do I have for the first spores? 3 minutes. Also 3 minutes. This is 1 minute. So I want my first terps. I will now put all of you on. Build my factory and my port. Then more terps. Tree collection, mine production. Build speed first. Then we're gonna start with a few missiles. The first air sac is on its way. That means we also need to start with sniper rifles. And of those we will need quite a few, because that thing tosses like 30 to 40 of the raindrops. and I do not know where it will drop them. That means I will also put one of you up here and give you an urn, and then fire rate and fire range, and then we enter Mortar Town. Those are done. Mortar Town. These airsacs, by the way, they do not start with them, they produce them over time. And they can also produce after the first have been shut down. So they do not run out. Okay. The first mortars are done. Waiting for the terraforming to complete. And while I do that, I can set up some more miners. And then I can set up some defensive sprayers behind the mortar line. The mortars are the only tower that can really deal with this because they're the only one that could shoot over the wall. And then I will increase my wall's thickness slowly because I need a thickness of 3 tiles so I can put towers on that. Not towers, cannons and mortars. And then I need mostly snipers, but a few other towers also don't really hurt. So the next airsec is on its way. This one in 5, this one in 1. Okay, then next, terraform the 3rd step. Okay. Snipers and the sprayer made sure that the terraforming can continue. A few of the eggs going to that totem over there. Now, what I normally do on this mission, which makes it a lot easier, and I mean a heavy lot easier, is airways. It's just runways and AC bombers. However, as mentioned, I do not want to do that. Now, what you also may have noticed is that the creeping land is only up here, not down here. So this will probably be my staging area. And I actually cannot believe that I have positive energy generation. I am just flabbergasted by that. There an egg broke, there the other egg broke. Airsec is coming in hot. Oh yeah, another thing. The blobs are linked. That means if the snipers shoot out one that is higher up, everything below it will just drop because there is nothing connecting it anymore. Quite neat attention to detail, I think. Now, the wall is nearly done. pieces are still missing, but I can prepare my pylons. I will need pylons up there, towers won't really do it. And first of all, as mentioned, I want to put snipers up there against the SX. Because the main issue is that the snipers cannot see the SX until they move over the wall. Okay. You move up here. You are my main sniper. And this also helps against the skimmers. Then a pylon down here for this totem, and I will probably use platforms to move over here. And this area is important because this is white breeding ground. White breeding ground is for anti-creeper. So if I get a sprayer here, put it always on, this will at least partly push through here. But for the platforms, I need lifting, so it means I need to take this first. So, I will put in a few safety missiles. Because losing this area back there will be an issue. The landing patterns of the guns make no sense sometimes. Yeah, one of my mortars died down there. You are... I will... hide paths. Wait, Ada? Did not need that. This is the furthest this thing can reach. The missiles, thankfully, don't really need line of sight as far as I can tell. For some reason they can just shoot over walls, but then again they're an anti-air system, so it kind of makes sense. Then lastly, these mortars up here. And you help over here. Then, I am quite confident of my current chances to at least hold. Especially since my resources are basically limitless. So you are now a squad and move over here. You will also help over here. You move forward. So it seems contained. And normally I would make a save here. So pylons to connect the island up there. There are no more eggs in this area. So I want to clear the island first, and after that I'm gonna put towers down. Terp. Most of the terps aren't needed anymore, so I'm gonna put them in a corner. Right. There were some eggs. I want a second super sniper. And I want a super missile close to my... or two, close to my main building. Technically you could use towers to connect those two islands. For some reason I don't really like doing that. Okay, then I need a refinery, or maybe even two, and I will connect those with a pylon, and I connect with a pylon down here. You return, you are a new squad, you return over here, and then I will build additional sprayers to fill your group up. And now the first liftig is being produced, with the two first totems already shedding their shield. Now this allows me to build a bit more forward, and I will probably not move any towers except the sprayers. I will probably just build new towers, because the risk of the towers being killed and then jeopardizing my position close to the main building is too dangerous. And a few snippers. Okay, sprayer squad. And then I want a pylon over here leading into a platform. The platforms are expensive, but if I don't use air, they are the only possibility for me to get anywhere. Mortars up. I need to clear this area down here, so the next platform isn't in any kind of jeopardy. And I forgot to mute my phone. Okay. Platform number 2. And I will put more mortars on there, but I will remove these two. And put guns here in case anything explodes close to it. The mortars will normally not be able to kill anything that is too close to the platform, because they're not even trying. That's not what mortars are there for. a squad. Create squad, select squad. I want to move you up there to hold back the creeper and then put a pylon up. Okay, that did not work. Retreat then for now. And rebuild. I think I will need... Wrong button combination. Another platform. And I do not think I need you here, but well, what I'm gonna do, put a motor there. No. I don't think I need this one. Why? Because down here is not buildable area, down here is end of the map. And you cannot build a platform there. And that's the only area that creep cannot get to. So I'm gonna put you here, I'm gonna put a sniper there, and then I'm gonna build additional mortars here and... Not here, you move here, and then I want a sniper there as well. Okay, the stash has fired, that means now comes the wave. And after the wave is dealt with, I should be able to move over. Okay, wave seems contained. That was... I do not know what that spore died to. But I see I also need missile launcher platforms. Okay. Move 2 forward. The stash is building up. This is not good. I would prefer to finish here before the stash is filled. And the stash has stopped. It hasn't. Bit too... Don't know the English word. Bit too hasty there. Okay, everything has been stunned and been hit with a spore, but unstunned itself early enough. 3. Now I'm gonna need missile launchers up here. There is no emitter on this island. This is the only connection. The only thing that makes any waves here is the stash. So if I control this, that shouldn't be an issue. Missile launcher platform. That's why I want... First off, you are a squad again. I want you two over here, as well as you. Most of these will be used to keep this area clear. Or I will build additional ones. I do not know if I can build additional ones. I have 3 plus on blue. But I can convert some factories, miners, to plus 9.3. Okay. And now we have the breeding area for anti-creep. And now I also want snipers up here to make sure it stays that way. is still up, so I want a sprayer here, one here, and then probably one next to it as well. Those sprayers currently don't do anything because the elevation is too high. Which sounds stupid, but unfortunately that's really it. Okay. Squad. Here we have a Dark Tower, which is also what's blocking the info cache. Speaking of the info cache, I do not know if that's underground. It is. So I'm gonna go ahead and call my terps up. Then build another platform. Build a pylon up here for fast transfer. That AirSec looks like it wants to shoot at this island. So I will definitely have to fortify this island quite heavily. Okay, luckily everything was shut down. Okay, I want a gun, I want a sniper, and I want 2 mortars. Need to take out this area. Then I want a second platform over here, using the same setup. Also, squad, you move back a bit, because I think I can put a mortar here to shoot at this island. Here's a blob nest. Blobs are quite annoying, especially if there's 4 of them. Thankfully they should be mostly contained because of the just absurd number of snipers I have on this very little space. But it would be nice to have that area controlled. I can actually just put a platform there, huh? Interesting. Wait, I thought you are in range. Right, it just takes a while, okay. Pylons are not fast enough anymore. I will have to put in a micro rift. Thankfully I have enough ARG that the micro rift should not be an issue. Also, controlling this choke point again, as soon as you control the choke point over here, can I, by the way, I do not think packets do move through creeper. Oh shit, I didn't know that. So I can just continue with more platforms. This is an obelisk reactor. The obelisk reactor is an issue. Okay, something exploded over here. I think it was this one. I think squad can move out soon. Squad? Okay, yeah, the platforms over there are dying. 2 of my sprayers died as well. Pylon, please be done in time. Okay, pylon was in fact done in time. Create a new squad. Now I want mortars here and here and here. I want snipers everywhere here and missile launchers on this side. And then more mortars here. Okay, I can put a gun over here and a pylon. A pylon can take over the totem. And a gun can keep the pylon safe. And then, using the shielding... Oh, okay, an egg flew over. Yeah, okay, so the eggs are an issue. Now I can put a nullifier here. With a tower for energy. You can come over here, you as well. And I can use this area to bombard this area. This is the... Yeah. Yeah, the eggs block... Oh, and whenever the mesh dies, right. Right. Whenever the mesh dies, all the creeper on it flows into space. Not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Well, seems I have to call my provider again. Okay, I want missile launchers in the middle. A few snipers on the west side. And then mortars on the east. Yep, it seems I need to call my provider again. Well, unfortunate. I want missile launchers over here, as well as snipers. And then I will move my... This is what I need to take out. That emitter. The dark tower comes afterwards. That missile launcher should be in range for that one. Hey, you fuck. A Garena mother was in the way. I think I need a few guns up here. Seems that my 6 sprayers are not enough. Though that could be because just now all of the eggs died. But you can always use additional guns, so it's not the end of the world if I have a few too many. And I didn't notice that I was muted. Well, fuck. Okay, new squad. New and improved. Okay, beacon, move over here. There still is a bit of creep around under the dark tower, but it shouldn't be too much. Okay, now move you here, move you here, and a nullifier should be possible here. Right, I forgot the mesh. Or Digitalis, depending on which game you play. Okay. Next, nullify the dark tower over there. And then bring the Terps in. And then we will take this area as the height and just take all of this down.